Hey, hip hop artist DeVita, what is up? Here to talk about American Gothic, her new EP. What's good?
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Hey guys.
Listen, guys, this girl just told me that she did not get to sleep on the plane, and I don't believe her because she looks flawless. Just saying. Just saying.
No, I didn't get any sleep. I tried. I even took like some Xanax. I didn't get any sleep.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna move your mic a little closer.
Oh, okay.
The people want to hear you, okay? The people want to hear you. So, DeVita, let's kind of chat a little bit about, because I know you're from Chicago and you're of Korean descent. So I want to know a little bit about what you grew up listening to and some of your musical influences.
Well, I grew up listening to a lot of Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up listening to a lot of like 80s music. I like a lot of like George Michael, Michael Jackson, Sotaeji. I don't know if you know. He's a South Korean music artist is he from the 90s? Yeah, he's from the 90s. I grew up listening to that. It's like all over the place. I grew up listening to a lot of music genres from a lot of different eras. So it's like all over the place, but yeah. That's why my music is really like, I think it's really versatile. And yeah, I don't really know how to explain my music.
Yeah. I love that. I love that though, because it kind of gives you the flexibility to make it whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
And it evolves accordingly. Mm-hmm. Do you feel pressure at all to like define it at all though?
Kind of. Cause when I go in interviews, they kind of try. A lot of times they tell me that I'm R&B. They tell me that I'm pop, but I don't think necessarily that I'm R&B.
Yeah.
That I'm pop. I rap sometimes. I do. They don't know, but I do like metal sometimes. Yeah. They just haven't seen it yet.
Right.
Yeah. And I would like to showcase that side of me soon.
Do you have a preference as far as where you fall in that? Not that you have to choose, because now I feel like I'm that person.
No.
So where do you go?
No, not even. Like, it doesn't, like, I just feel like music is just supposed to be felt. Like, it's not supposed to be something that's meant to be, you know, it doesn't need to be,
like labeled?
Labeled or anything like that.
Yeah. I love that. So in 2012, I know that you participated in like a reality show, like a K-pop reality show.
Why do you know this? Why do you know this?
But do you feel like that first brush with stardom kind of like led you in the right direction, or do you feel like it was something that you were kind of trying to move from, or like how did that kind of push you forward, if it did at all?
Honestly, it didn't really help, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It didn't really help at all. Like, it did give me, like, a start. It did give me, like, a sense of, like, oh, this could be a career for me. But it didn't really help, as in, like, in a sense that, like, 커리어를 되게 그렇게 막 무브하게 도와주진 않았어요.
Didn't kickstart.
Yeah, I didn't kickstart my career like
Yeah.
that. So, not really. But that helped me write music because it gave me a lot of emotions.
Gotcha.
Different emotions that I'd never felt before. Because that was the first time I read hate comments. That was the first time I read. That was the first time that I was like in the eyes of so many people, and I read these hate comments as like this 15-year-old girl, and I was so scared. I was so afraid that I just started writing. I started writing in these poems and these songs, and that's where I started.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible that you were able to like turn something so negative into like this positive expression. How did you get that confidence to kind of overlook that? Because I imagine, especially at that age, like there are kids who deal with bullying in school on a low level. Like, I mean, bullying is bullying, you know, but like on a lower level where it's like you're in school and you're being bullied, but like being bullied in the eyes of the public, that's huge. So how do you overcome that as such a young girl?
You know, but I didn't like when I was writing those songs, I didn't expect my songs to like, I didn't write them to show them. Like, I didn't write them to show them to the world. I just wrote them to keep it to myself.
Yeah.
So it was a very private thing. I just showed it to like a couple of different friends, to a couple of teachers, but they really loved it. So that's when I started like, oh, maybe I should like upload it on SoundCloud. And that's when I did. And then it kind of created a movement of like, oh, like, hey, this Chloe girl kind of like has a gift.
Right.
In like my school. And then it grew and grew and grew, and then AOMG like saw my talent, and here I am.
I know. Talk about that.
Rolling Stone.
I know. That's pretty major. Like, honestly, just talk about getting that call when you got that call about, you know, the label being interested in wanting to sign you. Like, how did that process work for you, and what the heck were you thinking when you when that moment happened?
It's still so crazy to me. Yeah. Like, every day I wake up and I just think to myself, like, is this real life? Like, it's still so crazy to me. Like, I can't believe I got this lucky. I can't believe this is real life for me. Like, I know that so many people want to be in this position, and it's just, life is just great.
I mean, clearly you were prepared for it, though.
I don't even know if
you're like, I'm not gonna
I don't even.
that much credit.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Don't sleep on yourself. Yeah. I mean, because like truly, you even talking about like people recognizing your gift and then you tapping into that, and then it has that like spiraling effect.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk to, because I saw a tweet where you had said, okay, I'll read it verbatim actually. It says, the sleepless nights, the sweat, the tears from being broke as hell to getting signed by my childhood hero, Jay Park, and now KMA, life is beautiful and worth living. Talk about that. Like, very reflective. Do you have a lot of those moments?
Yeah, every day. I mean, because it's a process, you know? Like, making music, every day I go through this, it's a cycle of like, I should quit. And then it's just, I make something great and it's like, I'm the best. and then I go through another cycle of, I should quit. Yeah. You know? But I think it's just a very slow process of growth. But it's still growth. Yeah. Growth is still growth. If I take 2 steps back to move 3 steps forward, that's still growth. And I think that's important to recognize. And when I got that nomination from with KMA, that was my first EP. That was my first year debut EP, and that was just crazy to me. And it was a really beautiful moment for me. I got 2 nominations.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're so humble. You really are.
Just, yeah. I don't know.
So let me read some of these chat comments. Imbo Un is saying she's so amazing. Elo Oni is saying, I love her voice. Chic Geek Slay Queen is saying, I started writing as a form of self-therapy, was bullied, and also deal with anxiety, so I feel that. So clearly people really just identifying with that as well. Do you feel like a lot of the stuff that you write nowadays is still coming from that place? Or like, what inspires you when you're writing?
I think, the stuff that I go through definitely inspires me, but also like a lot of movies, things that I don't go through necessarily, but things that I would like to go through, would like to go through, but haven't been able to go through.
Like what?
Like, if, for example, like Bonnie and Clyde, like that's a song that, I feel like I haven't had love like that. But maybe that's like a dangerous love like that is something that I would love to go through. Actually, maybe not.
She's like, on second thought.
On second thought.
Maybe it's like the loyalty that was happening in that love.
Actually, like,
she's like,
the
loyalty
much.
of that love without the crime.
Without the crime. Actually not. Never mind, guys.
Let's talk a little bit more about Bonnie and Clyde, though, because you wrote Bonnie and Clyde, right?
Right.
Talk a little bit about that process, the writing process behind that, and like, was it specifically their story that like inspired you, or was it like, I don't know, just take us through your brain when it came to that particular song.
Well, the whole EP, American Gothic, is about American Beauty, the movie. The song the song Bonnie and Clyde is really about Janie and wow, I'm blanking on his name. What was dude's name?
Wait, is it Buddy?
No, not Buddy.
Oh,
it's
shoot.
what's dude's name?
It's the other dude. Chad, help us out.
Chad, help us out.
Chad.
It's boyfriend. Janie's boyfriend. Ricky.
There we go.
Ricky.
There we go. Can I just say real quick? Chris Cruz says, I mean, A Dangerous Love sounds hot as fuck.
What? The idea of it sounds fun.
Yeah.
The idea of it.
Yeah.
But when you're in it, it's like,
right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I think they wanted a love like Bonnie and Clyde. They wanted to be like Bonnie and Clyde because they're so immature, because they're so young.
Yeah.
But you know, so that's why it's like, I could be yours and you'll be my favorite mistake. There's a lot of lines that you know talk about that. Even in the Korean version. Well, if I say it, you won't understand it.
Just say it, because there might be people on here who do.
몰아치는 슬픔 안에서도 같이 널 지켜줄게. Bonnie and Clyde, you know, they want that kind of love. You know, they don't have the guts to do it, but they're like, I'm gonna shoot your dad. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But they're not gonna do that.
Right.
They don't have the guts to do it. They're just kids.
Right. I have a question though in regards to the Korean version. So, like you said, you have a Korean version of that particular song. Is there like, how do you decide which songs you want to translate into Korean and have that option versus like the songs that maybe you don't have available in Korean?
All right.
Is it kind of like the ones that like speak really like?
Listen, I knew Bonnie was a hit when I wrote it.
She's like, so I need to freaking put this in Korean. Yes.
Listen to me. I knew it was a bop when I wrote it, so I knew I had to write a Korean version.
Yes, I love that.
When I wrote Bonnie and Clyde, I damn near cried. Like when I wrote Evita, I cried when I wrote Evita. And then when I wrote Bonnie and Clyde, I damn near cried again because it was so good. I live for those moments.
Yeah.
And when I wrote Bonnie and Clyde, I was like, wow, let me challenge myself. Let me do something new because I want my Korean audiences to really feel this song too. And when I did it, that was something new. That was something I've never done before. And I was really proud of myself. Yeah.
I love that. When you're, like, are you a writer on the go, or are you kind of like, I take a day, I sit in a room by myself? Like, what does your process look like?
I consider myself like, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I consider myself like a vessel or like a almost like a cup or like a vessel, and the genius kind of just comes to me. And it can come to me at any time. And I just have to be ready at any moment. I can be in the shower, I can be like eating, I can be cooking. And when it comes, I just have to be ready. I have to take out my memo.
Yeah. And
just write. And if I'm not ready, it'll just pass me by. So it's not like I sit down and I'm gonna write. It's just when it hits me, and I start writing. Yeah. Bonnie and Clyde was like that too. I was just sitting, I was reading, and it just hit me. I was like, oh, a song is here. Like, the genius is here. It's not that I am a genius. It's not that I am the genius. The genius is something else in another dimension that just knows me, that likes me. Yeah. That's my philosophy. I don't know.
I love that. Let's read some of the stuff from the chat. Drop your questions, your commentary. Who are you collaborating with next, they say?
Ooh. Next question.
They said another DeVita and Yugi banger.
Who?
Yugi.
Oh. Wow, I'd love that, actually.
Someone else said, Imbo Un said, I want DeVita and Lee High.
I would also love
DeVita. I'm seeing a lot of suggestions now. Wow, DeVita and Dean. Oh my God, DeVita and Dean would be amazing. There's a ton of suggestions. DeVita and JB. Drop a slap. DeVita, have you thought of a collab with French artists?
French artists. Ooh, wait. There's a... I forget his name. Can I look it up?
Yeah, look it up. Someone said I want DeVita and Drake. Listen, they're giving all the suggestions out here. Giving all the suggestions. Wow.
Stromae.
Okay.
There's this French artist named Stromae.
Gotcha.
And I would love to collaborate with him. He's so dope. There's a song called Quanse. He is so dope. Really? He is insane. When I saw his, it was like a live performance of. It's like. You just have to watch it. Just go watch it.
Yes, I love it.
Go watch it. It's so insane. Just insane talent.
That's so good. See, yeah. She just put us on. I love it. Max Martinez is saying DeVita and Sebastian Yatra. There are lots of suggestions here. Drop your questions as well. I'm seeing DeVita for president. They're loving you.
DeVita for Hokage. Come on.
Yes.
Let's go.
They're loving you in the chat. Okay, let's talk a little bit about you making your debut in what, like 2020, right?
2019?
Around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about what that was like over the last few years, just like, especially with everything just like changing a little bit for us all, how you kind of like got your bearings. Because obviously it was a challenging time for all of us, but like as an artist, as a rising artist, like how did you get your bearings while all of this stuff was happening in the world and like changing in the world?
What does get your bearing mean?
Like, how did you, I guess, like, find your place, I guess, in the industry as all of this stuff was happening?
You know, I feel like I'm still finding my place. It was really difficult, especially like during the pandemic. Like I debuted right when COVID started, and there was no, like, you know, this AOMG tour was my first live performance, first time like in front of a crowd, first time meeting my fans. So I feel like I couldn't really like, it was like hard collaborating with artists, like meeting up with artists. I feel like I'm still finding my place, and yeah, it's kind of, it was really rough. Honestly, I'll be honest. It was really rough, but I'm still, you know, I'm struggling, but still trying to find my place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about the SoundCloud influence, because I feel like SoundCloud really just helps people pop off. Yeah. And I know that it definitely played a big part in all of this. Mm-hmm. When you were dropping music on SoundCloud, could you have ever imagined that it would take you this far?
No and yes.
Okay.
I always believed in myself. I've always believed that I was going to go far. But like AOMG, bro, come on. Yeah. AOMG that far? Nah. I was someone that always believed that I was destined to do music. But being signed to AOMG was just something entirely new, I think. So when I got the call, when I got the call to fly out to, I think it was Philly, fly out to Philly at like 2-3 in the morning.
Crazy.
Crazy. And Pumpkin, the CEO, sat me down and he was like, 내가 키워줄게, which means, what does that mean?
I'll help you grow up.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'll help you grow up in the scene.
I love that.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was like at a hotel bar. I couldn't even drink, so I was drinking OJ.
But you know what? That's the perfect time to be sober.
Yeah.
So you're not like, was I drunk when I heard that last night? Like, no, you knew what you heard. Yep.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Oh my God, that's huge. Okay, let's see. People in the chat. Chic Geek is asking, what artists influenced or inspired you?
Jay Park.
Yeah.
He was just, because you know what? Growing up in the States, it was hard looking for, it was hard to find that Asian influence in the entertainment industry. Yeah. And I feel like when Jay Park dropped that Joa song, everything changed for me. It was like, oh, I can be that. I can make a difference. I can look like this and make a difference in this world, in this land. And I can be cool. Because when I was in the 6th grade and when I dressed up as a rock star for Halloween, I got made fun of.
Really?
Who did you dress up as?
Wow.
Who are you supposed to be? And it hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be a rock star. But when Jay Park showed up looking like a rock star, it was so cool. And I still thank him for that.
Wow. That's honestly incredible.
No one can take as much hate that he gets. He will always be my hero. No one can take that away. The conversations that we have, no one knows what goes on behind the scene. Really. No one knows what goes on behind the scene. Yeah.
That's incredible. I love that. You make such a great point. It's like that saying where it's like you can't be what you can't see. And like
right.
That's exactly it. Like you were able to see that as a model and like literally be like, yo, I can do this. Like I can literally do this and I don't have to change a damn thing about myself. I love that so much. There's so much beauty in that because there's also people who now can look at you and say the same thing. And that might feel like a heavy burden to bear, but like it's also a very beautiful one too.
You know, I would love to bear that burden.
Yeah.
I would love to bear that burden. Yeah. It's a beautiful burden to bear.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Let's see. I'm seeing some other questions. But I did want to kind of ask you a little bit about, and I know that we kind of touched on like not fitting into a specific box, but it's so interesting because like I feel like a lot of people consider you a K hip hop artist, but I very much like, yeah, I feel like you're so fluid. Like I in my mind, like listening to your music, I'm like, this is an R&B artist. Like she's so soulful. Like there's so much heart and like such great storytelling in your work. Like where did you get that from? Like, do you come from a musical household?
I do.
Okay.
My father was a singer. He's won like, awards for that. My mom was a pianist. She's won awards.
Yeah.
My brother, he's a clarinetist, like top class clarinetist.
Wow.
I was a flutist when even a flutist. I played flute when I was younger. Not like I played multiple instruments when I was a kid. I learned how to play the piano. I learned how to play the violin. I learned how to play the guitar, flute. Like it was just always in me. We would always. It was like tradition to like sing Christmas carols. We would do like talent shows within our family. Like it was just music was always a part of us.
Yeah.
So when I found out that I couldn't sing as a kid, it shocked me. When I found out that my brother was a better singer than me, it really pissed me off.
Wait, could you really not sing as a kid? I can't imagine that.
I was umchi. What is it? I was pitch.
Who's not good with
Okay.
Pitch.
Like tone deaf?
Tone deaf.
Really?
I was tone deaf.
I find that so hard to believe.
Me too. No, but I worked my ass off. I really I had to put in the work to not be tone deaf anymore.
Wow. I'm literally shocked by that.
Yeah.
You sound incredible. Don't tell anybody that, because no, I'm kidding. But no, truly, I think that's honestly impressive, though, to know that that's where you started and this is where you are now. Incredible. Cuddy Flame in the chat is saying, DeVita, are you planning to do any genre bending? Which genre would you be interested in mixing with? That's really hard because you were talking about doing a lot of different things.
Yeah. I really love rock. I really love rock. But I've been writing a lot of jazz music lately.
Oh.
I've been writing a lot of classical music with my brother also. So there's that. I don't like putting myself in a box. I don't like it when other people put me in a box. A lot of people think that if I do multiple different genres, I won't be able to succeed in this industry. I think that's not true. I think, let people do what they want to do,
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an easy way to just literally be yourself and be authentic. I love that. Okay, so someone is saying, do you have any advice for people who, what's some advice for people who like to write music? So basically somebody who wants to be a writer, I guess. Do you have any advice?
Go to the studio. Go find a good studio and go to the studio. Because I think for me, it all started when I started going to a studio. I started going to a studio called Classic Studios in Chicago. That's when it really started for me. I started meeting people. I started networking. I started, all these, friendships started and all that. I still keep in touch with them. I think it's important to get yourself out there, get your music out there. And yeah, because if you just keep it to yourself, no one's gonna know.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's that's the number one advice that I give to people that really want to start off, in music. Get yourself out there. If you're really serious about it, go to a studio. Yeah.
So there's a lot of people in the chat asking about your fashion inspirations. A lot of people, I keep seeing it come in. So I'm going to ask one person's question. Melvin, or Melly V, what do you think your personal fashion style is? And what do you think it says about you?
I don't know. The two fashion brands that I really wear are Hidden Characters and Matters of the Heart in Chicago. That's just all I've been wearing since I was 19. But that's literally all this is Matters of the Heart. My pants are Hidden Characters.
I love it.
That's all I wear. That's it. I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Hidden Characters and Matters of the Heart. I don't know.
I love it. Chic Geek is saying the fashion is so dope. How are you feeling finishing your first tour? Killers is asking.
It was euphoria. It was crazy. It was I was so nervous because literally my first performance was South by Southwest.
Yeah.
So crazy.
That's huge too.
Yeah. But I knew that I was going to kill that shit.
What was it like? How do you get over those nerves?
I wouldn't even call it nerves.
Yeah.
I would just call it fate. It's just fate. 'Cause it's just, you can't complain when that's what you asked for. This is the life that I asked for.
Yep.
And I was just so grateful for that opportunity that I just went out and I looked at the crowd and I was just like, yep, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
And I just did it. And yeah, that was it. And I bodied it.
I love that. It's the confidence for me. It's literally the confidence for me. It's so great, like, hearing you at the beginning of this talking about, like, starting out with people dropping hate comments and now, like, you're so confident. And, like, even on your Twitter, you're just like, listen, I don't give a fuck. And, like, that is my superpower. How did you get to that point?
You know, I think it was the haters that helped me get to that point.
Yeah.
Honestly. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Because it's like, because you get numb after a certain point.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I close my eyes. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because, I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm really happy doing what I do. I really am. I'm really happy making music. I'm really happy hanging out with my friends, with my team, like, supporting me. I'm really, really just enjoying life, and they can't take that away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's honestly the way to live, like, unbothered. Truly. Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about the growth that you have personally felt between your last EP and your current one.
The difference between it?
Yeah, like, how do you feel like there's been, like, a lot of evolution for yourself as whether it be a writer or a performer?
Oh yeah. I went through a quarter life crisis when I, like, after Creme, I went through a quarter life crisis, and that's when I started writing American Gothic. I think that helped me evolve as an artist. I think you can hear it. You can hear the evolution of DeVita. It was really scary because when I finished Creme, it really felt like I gave it my all. It really felt like there's no way up because, like, damn, this is so good. Like, how can I top this? But, like, I topped it. I really don't. I don't mean to sound cocky. I don't mean to sound elitist. Like, I don't mean to sound all of this, but, like,
we are not mad at your confidence. Okay?
Like, I don't mean to sound, like, overconfident, but, like, I really do believe that, like, American Gothic was truly, like, my best body of work to date. Like from, like, start to finish. I am proud of everything, like, everything from that EP. Like, from even with the visuals, like, I co-directed everything.
Really?
I did. I brought the presentation to. I made a PowerPoint with Eat Your Heart Out, Buddy Kane, Bonnie and Clyde. I made presentations. This is what I want. This is the visuals that I want. Even the from the colors to the cat suits in Bonnie and Clyde. Like, I told them, this is what I want. I need you to find the director that can execute this. So everything that you see is my vision. This is me. So I'm super proud of what I did.
Yeah.
This is all me. Yeah. Really shy after saying that.
No, we love it. Okay, so Elo Ani says, DeVita, you're so young. How do you see yourself in 15 years? Or where do you see yourself in 15 years?
I'm 23 right now, so I'll be 38 in 15 years. 38. I feel like I'll be really, really hot when I'm 38. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think women really reach their peak hotness at their 38, like late 30s. So I'll be at my peak hotness when I'm 38. I would love to. I don't know if I'll still be doing music, to be honest.
What do you want to do? Like outside of that?
I'll still be doing music,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if I'll still be like doing this.
Yeah.
I think I'll be doing more like composing. Composing and like art direction, like whatever Eric Whitaker is doing, I want to do. Yeah. I don't know.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, just like I don't know. I really want to do like choir directing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
I really like choir music. I do a lot of like I've been doing a lot of like choir music with my brother. Studying that with my brother. Cuz my brother does like classical music, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I could see you killing that. Your voice is so I keep saying soulful, but truly that's the word that comes to mind.
Yeah.
So I could see you killing that. People in the chat are saying they're so proud of you. So much love in this chat. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's pull up some of these slides because I think we have a quick so I kind of threw this in here because I just love the art and I love your inspiration. You kind of talked about American Beauty and how that inspired that. So kind of threw that in here as well. And then I kind of wanted to play a little bit of this for the people. So let's play this, a live performance of Bonnie and Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no criminal. You stole some precious inside me. I'm chasing after you. Wouldn't call myself Bonnie, but if you let me, I would. Do you think that just maybe I could?
Is it weird listening to yourself?
Does it cross your mind whenever you lie next to me, babe? That maybe this could be more than a crime. I wish I could throw it all away, baby. Obsessive, gone crazy, more than a crime. This is more
Rainbow Una saying the vocals queen, let's go. Ella Oni, oh my gosh, the vocals. Chic is saying yes to the vote. Everybody is talking about the vocals. Cutting Flame, vocal queen. Wow, people talking about I'm crying. Digital Boba said, but damn, okay, shout out to the producer too.
He's right here.
Look at that.
He's right
Look
here.
at that. So there was someone in the chat who asked about, and I can't remember who it is. I can't scroll up, but they said, do you find any difficulty in asked about, and I can't remember who it is. I can't scroll up, but they said, do you find any difficulty asked about, and I can't remember who it is. I can't scroll up, but they said, do you find any difficulty in the industry as an Asian artist at all? And how do you overcome it?
That's a difficult question.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm in a weird position where I'm Asian and I'm not Asian because I speak English, so I'm viewed as Asian American, but my passport is Korean, you know. So I'm in this weird place where because you know, I'm a foreigner everywhere. I'm foreign everywhere. When I'm back home in Korea, I'm still foreign because I didn't grow up there.
Right.
And back here in America, I'm still foreign. So yeah, I do find it difficult, but not in the industry itself. It's just difficult, period. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, if you know, you know. It's just something that it's just an immigrant struggle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. Kuya actually asked that question. They just reminded me in the chat, so I wanted to give that person a shout out. Thank you for asking that. Okay, let's get into real quick, because I know that the people are probably like, we low-key want to hear her sing something. Do you want to sing anything a cappella? It's up to you.
I mean,
It's up to you.
what would you like to hear?
What would you guys in the chat like to hear? We'll let them. Oh, someone said movies. We'll let them. Tons of people are saying movies.
Movies?
Movies or Avita. Sheik is saying. TKX is saying movies. Cuddy Flam is saying movies. Imbo is saying naughty. Mac
Naughty?
Gioli is saying. She's like, I ain't trying to sing that.
Naughty. I'll sing naughty. Naughty. How did naughty go?
Listen, it's up to you. Up to you. No pressure.
I know it sounds batshit crazy. All I think about is you lately. Trying to let it all go tonight. Cause tomorrow there'll be nothing left to decide. Oh baby, dreamed a little dream I'll be your baby. Give it a little time inside of maybe. Want you in my arms and I feel alright. You made me feel naughty, yeah, naughty, yeah, naughty, yeah. You made me feel naughty, yeah, naughty, yeah, naughty, yeah. You made me feel naughty, yeah, naughty, yeah, naughty, yeah. You made me feel naughty, yeah, naughty, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah.
Amazing. We need that round of applause sound effect. Like, literally,
Oh my God.
so fire. Higgy Duets is saying the voice. Kuya is saying no cap in her rap. This is real talent. You make me feel naughtier. Imbos is saying I love this song. I'm seeing in the chat. Superstar also please see now they're like sing everything.
Naughty is actually it's unreleased. It's unreleased.
Wow.
You guys.
You need to go ahead and drop that. Listen, for real.
Soon.
Amazing. Literally have chills. Truly talented. Like you did not need anything. Like no background nothing. Like literally sounded incredible. Okay, let's play a little game. We're gonna do a little bit of a dream mixtape where basically I just ask you, I have prompts for you, and you will just let me know like what song you would apply for that particular prompt. You
Okay,
ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's get those slides up on the screen. Oh, Angelina, real quick, is saying, what's your favorite city you've been on tour in?
It would have to be Chicago.
Of course,
Of
home,
course.
right?
I mean, come on.
Right. Do you
Come
feel like
on.
there's like just a different type of love when you're there at home?
No. No, it's not even that. It's not even that. It was just like such a huge moment for me where it's like everything just came back around. It's just like you know that Travis Scott line where it's like drove out of the hood Toyota, come back to the Rambo. It was that moment for me.
Aww.
It was just like I was just this little kid dreaming about doing anything, like, you know, doing shows in Chicago, and now I really did that.
Crazy.
I really did that, and you know, it was that moment for me.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I love that. You deserve that. You deserve that. All right, let's see. The very first prompt is a song you listen to when you first wake up. To get the vibes right, to get the day started on a high note. What is that one song?
It would have to be, honestly, it would have to be something calm.
Yeah.
Like, it would have to be the soundtrack to Cinema Paradiso. The love theme to Cinema Paradiso. No words, just very calm.
Yeah.
Just flowy.
Is that a favorite movie of yours? Because
Yes.
I know it sounds like there's a lot of inspiration when it comes to that film and then American Beauty. What is it with those two that you just love?
Cinema Paradiso is just, it's a movie about movies. It's a movie about loving movies. Like, and I love movies.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. I really don't. Like, you just have to watch it. That's my answer. I don't, but like, I think it's the soundtrack, honestly. I think it's the soundtrack. It's really incredible. Ennio Morricone is the composer, and he's just incredible. Yeah.
How about American Beauty?
American Beauty. I mean, I was going through quarter life crisis, and Lester Burnham, the main character, is going through a midlife crisis, and I think that's where I could really relate to him.
Gotcha. It's so funny. We've all been there. Trust and believe. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Not alone in that one. Okay, let's see. The next one. Your childhood anthem.
Lemon Tree by Fool's Garden.
Oh.
Do you know that song?
No.
I'm sitting here in a boring room, just another rainy Sunday afternoon.
Okay,
Nope.
now it's sounding familiar.
I wonder how, I wonder why. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
Honestly-
change this. I'm gonna change it to the SpongeBob SquarePants, the SpongeBob SquarePants song.
Wait, as in who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants. We have to.
That's true. Childhood anthem. That's real. That's real. Also, I love that you're giving them like a little snippet of like these songs because we love to hear DeVita sing. Listen, we don't get tired of that. We do not get tired of that. Okay, next one is theme song to an anime about your life.
Okay, listen to me. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Have you watched Rick and Two Crows?
I don't think so.
Guys, in the chat, have you watched Rick and Two Crows? There's this one episode where Rick gets tired of Morty and he starts hanging out with two crows instead of Morty. And the soundtrack is in Japanese, and it's just amazing. It's Rick and Two Crows. So that's my answer.
I love it.
Yeah, that's my answer. I can't even sing it because this is Japanese, but yeah.
People in the chat are very entertained by that answer. They love it.
Rick and Two, just go on YouTube and just Rick and Two Crows later. Just Rick and Two Crows later.
Yes. DeVita is here to put us onto all of the things.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next up is movie trailer song. What would make a good movie trailer song? Maybe a movie about your life. What would be the trailer song for that?
I literally have a song called Movies.
Well, right. She's like, that's an easy
guys,
one.
come on. What kind of question is this, guys?
I love it. Cuddy Flam is saying added to queue. People are adding it to their queue. And guys, this playlist will be available for you guys at the end of this. So no need to worry about that. All right. Next one is song no one would expect you to enjoy.
Song no one would expect me to enjoy? Huh. I need some help. Huh.
Is there a genre that like
Oh, okay.
what?
got it.
Someone said Cotton Eye Joe.
God, night Joe. Honestly, I don't even know how to. Okay, la cha cho pyanga. How do you pronounce this?
Let me see. La Xia Xiao Pianga. Yeah, honestly, like what you said was pretty spot on.
Right.
Low key.
Farinelli, la musique du film. Farinelli.
I love it. We're gonna add that in. We're gonna add that in. If you can decipher it as you compile the playlist, Chris, we are gonna figure it out. All right. Song by an artist you want to collab with.
Ooh, okay. So there's this. I think he's from Argentina. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a song called Aja.
Oh.
AJA.
Okay.
The artist name is Sael, Sael. He is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't understand it because it's not in English.
Isn't that so funny? That like truly music just speaks for itself.
Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Sael is amazing. I would love to collaborate with him one day. Yeah. Sael.
I love that.
Sael.
Speaking of collaborations, what was it like to do Cheese in the Trap?
She's in the Trap. Smooth.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Jay. That was the first ever feature that I've ever gotten.
Really?
First ever.
What's that like to have like your superhero like work alongside?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I knew I had to get a feature on that track, and I knew it had to be Jay.
Yeah.
I just knew it had to be Jay, and when he said okay, I was just like, yeah.
I love
really
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Angelina1749 is saying, please do a collab with all the AOMG girls. Oh. Okay. Imbo Una saying Cheese in the Trap is so good. Chic Geek is saying the same thing. We need you and Hoodie on a song. Listen, someone else said Lehigh. Digital Boba said Jay is a legend. I'm loving the love in the chat. Literally, they're feeling you. I love it. Okay, let's see. Your guilty pleasure song.
Never gonna give you up.
Nuh-uh.
Never gonna let you down. It's always in my head. I can't get it out of my head.
My God.
It's my brother. He will not stop trolling me.
Really?
But it's my guilty pleasure song.
Do you feel like you and your brother are closer because of music?
Yes.
Yeah?
Because even on She's in the Trap, he helped me with that song.
Really?
Yeah, he helped me with the harmonies on that song.
Ah.
He helps me a lot.
So dope.
Even after a long day of like filming schedules, when I come home, even if it's like 1 a.m., he will cook me food. He will like make me something like pasta. That. He's really
Is this a big brother or little brother?
Big brother.
Oh, I love that.
He's so
Taking
great.
care of his baby.
He's so great.
I love that.
Yeah.
Keep him around. He's a keeper. He is a keeper.
He's so great. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The next one is movie chase scene. So you know when you're being chased by a monster, what would your song be?
I feel like it has to be Evita by me. Evita. Boom, boom, boom. Turn your head. Ah!
True.
Evita.
I love it. Yes, and get those plugs in for your own music. I'm here for it. It worked. It worked here.
Come on.
Don't judge me, y'all, but you know that inch music is kind of slap. It kind of slaps sometimes, someone said.
Okay. The what?
Inch music?
Inch music?
I don't know what that is, but Killer He said Sibling Supremacy. Okay,
Sibling
that
Supremacy.
That part. Cuddy Flam said I want to be DeVita's friend in real life. I love that.
Come on.
Okay.
Go.
Let's see the next one. Song that lives rent free in your head.
Song that lives rent free in my head. I need some help again. Song that lives rent free in my head. Oh, Used to Land in Vegas by Drake.
Oh my God, really?
I love Drake.
I do too.
I do too. I really love Drake.
I feel like that's a good one.
Yeah, right?
It's a good one.
Used to live in Vegas. Ay. Used to live. Ay. Yeah.
That's so funny. I love that it's that one because it's not necessarily like a new Drake, but like.
Also, Karaoke by Drake.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Another good one. Another good one.
So good.
I don't know why the chat keeps saying Cotton Eye Joe.
That too. Maybe. But like Houston Atlanta Vegas is, you know what? Houston Atlanta Vegas might be the one that I would listen to in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
And not like the calm.
Cause the intro is so like, you know, like it's so like, I don't know. It's just so good. I don't know. I really like it.
Okay, let's see. And the very last one is film credits. What song would you use to wrap up said film about your life?
This is a hard one.
I know.
I need the chat to help me out.
Chat, help her out. Someone says remix Cotton Eye Joe. What else? What else, guys? Edith Piaf.
Oh,
Okay.
I think. I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm not just trying to plug my music, but like "Eat Your Heart Out," Buddy Kane is a good film credit song.
Low key, it is.
It is, right? I'm not trying to plug my music, but like it is.
Well, listen, Chic Geek said 1974 live.
No, it's too sad.
You think so?
Yeah. Do you know what it's about? 1974
No.
Live? It's about a lady named Christine Chubbuck.
Mm-hmm.
She committed suicide on live TV.
Ah.
So it's like too depressing.
Yeah, we don't want
Yeah,
we don't want the film to
that.
end that way.
Yeah, too much.
We're not gonna no.
Too much.
Cuddy Flam said, "Well, I'm always sad."
So, but you see, like a lot of my music are like inspired by film, and like different people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ever go into that, like into film, at all, like acting or like
Yeah.
film scoring?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I used to take, when I was like in junior high, I took like 2 years of like acting classes.
Mm.
I used to really love acting, and like I did like musicals and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah.
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. No, truly, like the full picture is there now.
Yeah.
Because truly, no, like really, before you came in, I was like, I can tell that she has a love for film.
Yeah.
Because you're named DeVita, and then also I saw the whole connection with American Beauty, and so like it kind of makes sense now. Kind of makes sense. Well, honestly, this chat was so great. The chat absolutely loved you. Go and listen to her EP, please, guys. It's so good. And play it again, and play it again, and play it again on repeat. American Gothic.
Wow.
We are so excited to just have had you and to just have chatted with you, and it was such a great time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of
It was so
course.